I'm assuming for those that are looking at this video already know who Kylie Muscle is, right? For those that don't know who Kylie Muscle is, it's this bodybuilder, you know what I'm saying? You know, he's pretty decent, man. I look at him all the time, you know what I'm saying? I've been following him for a couple years. You know, I don't look at every video. You know, I haven't looked at him for months, but for the most part, I deal with the dude. I like the dude, you know, as well as Chris Jones from Pump Chasers, right? So Kylie Muscle just recently had a heart attack, and you know, he just uploaded a video. I don't know whether it was today or yesterday or whatever, explaining why he had a heart attack, right? So he goes into depthness about the reason why, and he starts from the very beginning of, you know, when he used to work out or whatever happened. So, you know, most people are assuming that it's about the steroids. You know, he's taking steroids and this and that and so forth. And he did say that, you know, he started using steroids, but prior to that, he talked about his eating habits. And when he went to jail, he, you know, went to jail for like 6 years, if I'm not mistaken, in and out or whatever have you, and he was eating oodles and noodles. Now, for those that don't know, oodles and noodles is made out of the same stuff that they make styrofoam plates and cups with. You understand? So he's talking about how he took his body through all of this shit, you know what I'm saying, by eating bullshit. So the steroids it assisted his bad eating habits, which made him have a heart attack. So my point of making is that you may sit back and say, well, Langston, what does that have to do with me? I'm not a professional bodybuilder and da-da-da-da-da. I don't take steroids and this and that and so forth. Yeah, I get that. But it has a lot to do with you. Because here we have another black man that almost died. 2 black men, bodybuilders, have died within 3 months. Back to back. And you can sit back and talk about the steroids. But at the end of the day, steroids just don't kill you. Just don't. It's like AIDS. AIDS don't kill you. It just weakens your immune system. And shit like pneumonia and shit like that kills you. My point in making is that steroids don't kill you. It's your bad eating habits. So at the end of the day, this should be a wake-up call for us in specific as African American men to get the fuck up and start eating right. Get a physical and see what exactly is right and wrong with your body. Stop drinking more of this. Even if you gotta drink bottled water. You know, I prefer alkaline water. I got an alkaline machine in there. You understand? But like I told you before, my alkaline machine is like so raw, meaning like it's like rock formations and shit like that. You gotta pour the regular water on top, and then it filters through, and it takes hours for the water to actually lead up to a gallon of water. And I have children, you know what I'm saying? So we drink water back to back to back to back to back. So sometimes I gotta drink this because there's not enough alkaline water to spread around. But I don't care what the hell you gotta do. If you can't afford fresh produce, then go to the frozen section of your grocery store and get some frozen vegetables. If you can't afford organic, just get regular conventional fruits and vegetables. And we ain't talking about getting some exotic fruit. Start off with apples and oranges. Here in Charlotte, average tea that got a sale on the Vic card is 2 for 1 oranges. Get 2 oranges for the price of $1. And I understand, there's GMO, that there's seedless fruit and shit like that. But for now, let's just eat that. That's better than a candy bar. That's better than oodles and noodles. That's better than any type of processed shit that we can digest in our bodies. So yes, Langston 2092 said that. I prefer genetically modified fruits and vegetables over processed food. This should be a wake-up call for us. 2 bodybuilders have dropped dead within 3 months of each other. And Kylie Muscle almost died. It's a wake-up call. We need to get it together. And I don't even want to get on TRT. You understand? A lot of men are taking TRT. You know, there's a difference between testosterone injections and steroids. There's a difference. And I can tell you that I'm about to go get a physical so I can see where my T levels are at. And even though I don't believe in the TRT or testosterone injections or the pills and shit like that, I want to naturally, produce testosterone on my own. And there's certain fruits and vegetables that assist your body into doing that. But I can tell you there are times where I know my T levels are low. This is what we got to do as men. We got to wake up and we got to take some type of responsibility when it comes to our health. We got to stop ignoring our wives, our girlfriends, our mothers, our daughters that tell us that we need to be eating better. And that real men are not real men because they eat meat. Real men are real men because they take care of their body. I was in the gym the other day, right? It was a dude, had to be in the 60s. Still young. Now I know, you people, you young folks out there that's in your 20s, it's crazy. Like, you think anyone that's 2 years older than you, or like you could be 20 and I could be 22 and you call me an old head. That's how young people think, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I think that 60 years old is pretty young. He was in his mid 60s, right? He's downstairs, putting on his clothes or whatever, about to leave. And he was telling, another dude, I was, being nosy over hearing this guy's conversation. She was loud enough for me to hear it. So he's talking to the guy, and he's like, yeah, I was upstairs playing with the young dudes, and they busted my ass, and I wasn't trying to go back and forth to the court with them, and that was my heyday. I used to, I shoot the J's, and I used to do that back in the day, slam dunk and all the rest of that stuff. Now, man, I ain't trying to go there. I ain't trying to do none of that shit. And I get it. You older, your bones and this and that and so forth. You're not as fast as you used to be. You understand? Like, even me, I ain't as fast as I used to be when I was 20. But what I heard, from him was this type of defeatist mentality, like he's gonna live out his 60s. I would never think that way. Age is nothing but a number. And if you train your body, you condition your body is gonna pull through it. So guess what? That man is destined to die at a young age. Why? Because he's already given up on life. And I know what you were about to say. Well, Langston, he just said he just gave up on the basketball game. Like, that's not... It is something, because that type of dude has the mentality across the board. This ain't the first time I ever heard him say some shit like that. He probably the same motherfucker that be on some shit like, yo, to his old lady, like, yo, we gonna get in bed and I'm gonna do a couple of pumps and that's about it. Cause I ain't trying to, wow anybody over, no shit like that. I ain't in my prime anymore. I can't last that long. And then listen, you wonder why your wife is fucking somebody else. I want to live on this planet as long as I can. And I want to be at my optimum health. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So even now, I'm going to, go get myself checked out. See where my T levels are at. See where my heart is at. My internal organs. I'm going to get somebody, a professional doctor to look at me and see, hey, your heart rate is this, your blood pressure is this, that, and so forth. And whatever, that has to be corrected, I'm gonna correct it. Because I can tell you, when you get older, I used to think this shit was a myth until I got older. You gotta start worrying about certain things. You got to start getting, your prostate checked. You gotta check and see if you got colon cancer. All of that type of shit. And it's a shame that black men in specific don't like talking about this type of shit. And not even realizing that, you may have an erectile dysfunction, right? But it's not the end of the world. It's just that your T levels are low. And how you can get your testosterone up is by working out, heavy weights, doing squats, deadlifts, pull-ups, push-ups, drinking water, getting a sufficient amount of sleep, 6 to 8 hours of sleep. You know, living a stressless life, because when you get stressed out, your body produces cortisol. If I'm pronouncing that right. And that kills testosterone. So we definitely got to do a better job, man. And I'm just glad that Kylie Muscle was man enough to get on YouTube and to tell his truth. And what he feels, no, I'm not going to say what he feels. What he doesn't realize is that this video that he did recently, stating that he took steroids and he ate all types of fucked up food, is going to resonate in the hearts and the minds for people when he's dead and gone. With people when he's dead and gone. And man, it's just, I just want you all to listen, man. To listen, man. This is 2021, yo, and I don't know about you, man. I'm trying to live my best life. You know what's so crazy? We sing that song, Living My Best Life. And it's crazy that we sing that song. And in that song, it's like I'm not going back and forth with you niggas. But the song, I never heard him talk about health and how, you know, you should eat right and you should drink a sufficient amount of water and work out. Like, why is that shit at the bottom of the list of conversations that we have in the African American community? I just don't understand it. And this is the reason why high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, and all type of ailments run rampant in the African American community. Because our thought process is, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. So we just avoid all those type of conversations and we just eat what the fuck we want to eat and think everything is all good. And then you get cancer and you're like, well, you know, it don't run in our family. Yeah, you're right. But guess what? You've been eating foods that have carcinogens in them. You've been eating foods that have dyes that cause cancer. Yo, I stopped working. I stopped using gloves when I work out because on the little thing, the little tag, it states in the state of California that these gloves, blah 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 blah, causes cancer. It causes impotence. Gloves. So just imagine you eating food and them not telling you that that shit may cause cancer. Hell, I got a pair of Vibras, the 5-fingered shoes, right? Not all of them, but I bought a pair, and I'm not lying. One of them, the pair that I bought, it said that it caused cancer, and I sent them shits back. We have to definitely focus on our health, man. I want you all to be around, man, for real. Because to be real with you, and we got to stay away from this, from these plastic bottles. I know I ain't got no business drinking this, because I do have a gallon, a gallon jug that's BPA free. This shit right here, this lowers your testosterone too. The chemicals that make this plastic bottle. You understand? But we definitely have to get our shit together, man. I want you all to be around. Straight up. I got love for you all. That's one. And two, who the hell else is gonna look at my videos? To be real with you, who the hell else? The only ones that's crazy enough to look at my videos are you all. Straight up. So I want you all to be around, man. I want you to take care of yourself, man. And I don't want to drive this shit, you know what I'm saying, down your mouth, pause. I really don't. But it's just, it's like, man, we got to do better. We have to do better, man. Like, all my family members, the only person that's old in my family is my grandmother. I think she's like 86 right now. My great aunts, my great uncles, all of them are dead. And I can tell you, all of them died from so-called natural causes. Whether it was diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, or whatever have you. I just want us to be around, man. I know I'm going to be around. And that Kylie Muscle, that shit kind of scared me. I just want to get my shit straight. Like I told you before, I ain't against, listen, I'm not against people getting TRT. You know what I'm saying? Testosterone injections. I'm not against that. I mean, get it however you can get it. You know, but I'm going to get mine a natural way. You understand? I'm going to take supplements. I've just started taking supplements not too long ago. I got, in the crib right now, I got zinc. I got vitamin D3. I have, and which you can get from the sun. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, natural. You know, you can go out and sit out in the sun and you can get that vitamin D3, excuse me, from the sun. So I got zinc, vitamin D3, I got magnesium. I have, what else do I have? It's one more that I have. Zinc, magnesium, vitamin D3, and I forgot, but it'll come to mind. You understand? And I plan on getting fenugreek. If you all ever heard of that. And something else, I forgot the name of that shit. Ashwagandha or something. I forgot the name of that. I think it's a herb. But that's good for testosterone too. You know, but I'm gonna you know, try it out. Try to do it the natural way. But this is what happens when you get older. And you know what's so funny? You know the irony of this story? It's not even happening when you get older anymore. Like I had a conversation with a guy in the steam room. And the conversation, when you're in the steam room and there's 8 other people, I mean, and you having a conversation with another guy, people overhear your conversation. And it was this 24-year-old dude, right? I'm not going to mention his race because that's irrelevant, right? Somewhat irrelevant. But the dude was like 24 years old. And he was like, yeah, you know, because I'm trying to, you know, get my T levels right. And I just started taking TRT as well. And I'm like, yo, you kidding? Like, I'm dead ass serious. When I was 24 years old, I was waking up. My dick didn't go down, period. I say that because when you experiencing low testosterone, that's the first thing that happens. Your dick is fucked up. That your dick, you get, yo, I experienced this shit. Like when I was drinking and I was eating all the wrong fucked up shit. Yo, I was experiencing that shit. My penis was fucked up. Right here in the crown of my head. Right here in the middle. I was going, like, I wasn't bald, but my hair was like thinning out. I had memory loss. This is what happens when your testosterone levels, or rather your hormone levels, are fucked up in your body. Yo, man, we got to get it right. We got to get it right. Straight up. I just, like, I don't know what else to say, man. I really don't. I really don't, man. For you men out there that are meat eaters, and you don't eat no fruits and no vegetables or any of that shit, expect a heart attack in your near future. High blood pressure, diabetes, all of that shit. Like, seriously, like, you can at least go to your local grocery store and get your blood pressure checked. Now, those machines, they'll tell you, you know what I'm saying, that it's not 100% accurate, but you can get a roundabout, you know, with your systolic and diastolic. I can't pronounce that shit, but you know where I'm coming from. The amount of blood that your heart pumps in and out. You can at least start there. They got those damn things everywhere. If they don't have them in your local grocery store, they got them shits in Walmart and Target. But I'm asking you, I'm damn near begging you all to get your shit right. Other than that, man, you know, shit. If you want to get your shit right, You just want to pop pills for the rest of your life. And not the type of pills that I'm, popping, like supplements. Vitamin D3, zinc, magnesium. That. You don't want to pop those shits and shit. And pop your shit, your ED pills from Pfizer. And Azure Tech and all of the rest of those places. And then, you sitting here wondering why you got a dick growing out your ass, because that's the side effects. And then you drop dead at 50. Damn, man, I don't even want to get into the whole DMX thing, yo. But that's a shame, man. That man was young. That man was young, man. And I just don't know what to say, man. I really don't know, man. I see 20-year-old guys out here, they going bald, and that's just all of this, that's all the telltale signs of your testosterone is fucked up. Like, some of it's hereditary, but most of it, the way that these young dudes out here doing drugs and all types of shit and not eating right, come on, man, you don't supposed to be in your early 20s at a ball. Like Tory Lanez and shit, these niggas is getting fucking, hair transplants, and I'm not against this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because of course I got hair. I don't know if I couldn't grow this, I don't know what I would do. Like I said, at the crown of my head, right here, it was thinning out. Because my testosterone levels was fucked up, and I was eating all types of shit and drinking and all the rest of that shit. And then once I started to get myself right, that's when my hair started to grow and shit like that. But I don't know what I would do if this was gone tomorrow. So I can't be against hair transplants, because I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what, if I didn't have this, maybe I would get one. But it goes far more deeper than that. Like I said, some of it's hereditary. For the most part, it's your diet. It's because of your low T cells. Like, testosterone is that serum that makes you a man. I'm about to get off of here, man. At the end of the day, man, I just know I'm gonna get my shit right, and I hope you all, get your shit right, get tested or whatever have you. I remember a long time ago, back in the days, like, I went to this herbalist, and her name was Marge. We went, and I said this in the videos that I did called Confessions of an Ex-Nubian. We went way out in the country, right in the woods and shit. This white lady named Marge, she went through my whole body, and she got to my private part. She was like, man down. And I was like, please get the hell out of here. My dick be hard all day. She wasn't talking like that. She wasn't meaning it like that. She was talking about my testosterone levels. That's when I was in my mid-20s, right? Had I got that shit straight back then maybe I wouldn't have a problem. The problems that I had, you know what I'm saying, as of recently. But then again, I probably would, because, I still was eating bullshit and drinking and all the rest of that shit. But yeah, man, we got to get it right. We got to get it right, man. I hope that this video helps you all out. I hope that this video is a wake-up call. Please, 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 I beg you all to go get a physical, get your shit checked, and especially check out your T levels, your testosterone levels, because nobody talks about that shit. And it bugs me out. And I'm not talking about you all. I'm just saying in general. Y'all so fucking concerned with what Polite doing, with fucking who else? Boosie doing, Soulja Boy doing, who else? The list goes on. Cardi B doing, Amigos. Y'all concerned about what everybody else is doing, while your health is fucked up, while your life is fucked up at home. Your wife continue to complain, bitch, and complain like, yo, it ain't about the sex, but it is, because your dick is limp. And you wondering why this boy want to fuck other men. Let's get it right, man. Other than that, my name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video. Peace.